All right, guys, let's get real. Let's talk about hustle culture and how it's ultimately damaging your business career. And here's why. Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, Jen Morilla, coming to you live from my cousin's bedroom here down in Miami. What is up, you guys? If you're coming back, hello, it's good to see you. If you're brand new, my name is Jen Morilla. This channel is for entrepreneurs, small business owners, and service providers who are looking to grow on social media. And specifically, this conversation is all about entrepreneurship. I'm excited to dive in with you guys. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're excited to talk about hustle culture and if you're passionate about this, because honestly, this is a huge conversation for me. Something that has been near and dear to my heart just because it ultimately affects your mental health, right? And I think that it is a prime topic of conversation lately. A lot of people are talking about hustle culture and how it's affecting your mental health and how they're realizing it. And some people are like, no, Jen, I can get 2 hours of sleep and I can function. And it's like, you're talking to the queen who was like that. Also, I'm actually from New York City and we invented the hustle culture. Like, it's in my veins. I can't help it. It's who I am. That's why I'm successful at what I do. However, you know, doesn't really work. It really doesn't. Okay, so anyways, let's dive in, you guys. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's identify what even hustle culture means. Let me put it in simple terms. What is the hustle culture? The hustle culture is basically overworking yourself to the point of mental and physical distress. I know that is a very ugly definition and probably not 100% accurate. However, I want to hammer in how bad it actually is for you and what you don't realize, especially as an entrepreneur. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. As someone who has been doing this for 6 years, I started my side hustle working in corporate, and I would work literally 60, if not 80 hours a week. I owned a social media company and I worked with small businesses while I was in corporate. So you guys just do the math on that one, right? And then when I quit my corporate job to start working for myself, I was that person who was a night owl. Like, I went to bed at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and then woke up early, or I wish I woke up early. I would wake up at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night to like start working and work nonstop, right? I didn't actually stop to take care of my mental health, my physical health. Like, I was just like, work. I need to make money. So I'm speaking from experience, and I'm speaking as someone who has been there and done that. I 100% get it. And I also understand why it's so bad for you, because it's what led me to essentially burn out, which was not very fun. And if you're watching this and you burnt out, I want you to give me a thumbs up, and I want you to let me know below that you burnt out, because you know exactly what I am talking about, and you know how painful it is to burn out and how hard it is to burn out. To get back from burning out. It's not burning out. It just doesn't feel good all in all. So I'm basically here to tell you that hustling is not the only way to be successful in your business, that there are so many other ways that you can build a successful business. And honestly, yeah, hustling is just not it. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Jen, I work really well off 3 to 4 hours of sleep. I love what I do, so I can work endlessly, and I don't have any money. I'm not making any money, so I can't hire, and so I have to do everything myself. And the truth is that these thoughts are hurting your business and ultimately making you lose more money, not really letting you be as productive as you think you are, because the chances are that you are sleeping 3 to 4 hours, because I was definitely that person. And what you don't realize is that in order for you to function at a healthy mental and physical rate, you actually need minimum 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Guys, for me, sleep is such a priority. I want to do a video on that. And so if you guys are interested in sleep habits, let me know below in the comments, because I'd love to create a video on that. Sleep for me has been a huge thing, because I used to be a night owl and I was never a morning person. And now I get a minimum of 7 hours of sleep. I usually get 8 to 9. Like, it is a priority for me. Anyways, I digress. So that is the important thing, is that you guys realizing that you doing all the things in your business, not getting enough hours of sleep, is actually hindering your business growth, simply because it's putting you in a mindset and a vibration that isn't with a vibration of abundance. You are setting yourself up in a vibration of lack, of scarcity. And it's really not a good place to be. And as you eventually grow, it's actually going to take you longer because you're in that mindset, because you don't know anything else. And the biggest thing I want to share with you guys is that when I started my entrepreneurial journey, that thought process of like, oh, I can only do it myself, or I don't trust anybody else, or I really love what I'm doing, so it's okay that I'm working 12 hours or 16 hours a day, essentially, one, led me to burnout very quickly several times, and two, totally stunted my growth. If I would have asked for help, if I would have invested in myself sooner, I would have been more successful sooner. Like, that is the truth. And so when you are thinking those thoughts, you're essentially hindering your business growth. And a lot of the times, I'm sure you're probably thinking like, well, Jen, I have to make money fast so that I can invest in myself. And that whole thought process is the worst thing you can do for yourself. So the number one thing I tell people is you want to start investing in yourself in a smart way. And that means like maybe doing a course, maybe doing a mastermind, maybe hiring a coach that's been there and done that so that they can give you the right steps and you're not wasting your time trying to figure it all out, right? Definitely outsourcing. Oh my God. You can hire a virtual assistant, okay, a VA, for not a lot of money that can help you do the very basics of your business. And a lot of what I tell my clients is always look at the two sides of your business. There are things in your business that you have to do. And for example, in my business, it's creating content. Like, nobody on my team can create content. They can help me come up with ideas, but they can't actually get on camera like this and create content because this is my brand, right? And then there are things in my business that have to get done in order for a business to run smoothly. So like invoicing, keeping track of my calendar, a customer service, all of those things. And they don't necessarily need to be done by me. And that takes up a lot of time. So one of the first things I always tell people when they're starting a business is what can you outsource that is one, taking up a lot of your time and that doesn't need to be done by you, right? And you always want to think of money. Like not money. You want to think of sales. Simply because when you have sales, you're obviously bringing money and that's like an actual business, right? So when you're differentiating what you actually do in your business that doesn't require you, always think, okay, if it doesn't require me, is it sales? Because most likely it is you, and so you just want to double check. Like, if it's you that needs to bring in the money and it's sales, so then that's something you need to do. And ultimately, that's what you should be doing every single day. Like, that's the kind of hustle you want to do. And you want to do it for like 3 or 4 hours. You don't want to be writing out captions, organizing your email system, doing all that stuff, because that's essentially a waste of time. You can outsource all of that. Remember that entrepreneurship is not a sprint, it is a marathon, my friends. And I promise that if you continue to think, I need to make fast money, it's going to end up biting you in the butt eventually. Okay, so now we know what hustle culture is and why it's bad for you. Ultimately, it leads you to burnout. And I did a video on this last week, so you guys can check it out here where I talk about ways to stop yourself from burning out. I dive really into some tools and tactics that I use to help me from burning out. Now, you're probably like, okay, what now? What do I need to accept? So if there's something I wish I could have told myself or heard when I first started, were these 3 things. Number 1, you're going to have to accept that it's going to take time. Again, being an entrepreneur is not a race, it is a marathon. So it might take you a couple months. Some of you might actually have jobs, like full-time jobs, and you might have to turn your dream into a side hustle until you can figure it out. And that's ultimately okay, because it isn't a race, it is a marathon. And doing it at the right time in the right space with the right headspace is going to get you more successfully quicker than it is if you rush and do this whole hustle thing. When you are not in the right mindset to make decisions and to even do the work that you ultimately are meant to do in the world, promise it's never going to come out the way you want it to. Number 2, protect your sleep at all costs. Again, if you guys want me to do a video on sleeping habits, let me know below. I'd love to do one for you. But sleep is the most important thing. Drink your water, eat your veggies, and sleep. Honestly, sleep for me it was life-changing. Make it a non-negotiable for yourself that you need to sleep. It doesn't matter who's paying you, how much money you're making, whatever it is, like, you need to sleep. Sleep is absolutely detrimental for your health, for your business, for your life. Make it a non-negotiable, a priority for you. I keep falling off this bed. Last but not least, set hard boundaries. And what I mean is set a schedule up, have the discipline to start your workday at a certain time or to do the work for your business at a certain time and then end when you need to. Do not continue to work. And what I mean is, as an entrepreneur, our lives we love to think that it like meshes like this, but it doesn't. It just gets all fuzzy. And if there's something I wish I would have done when I first started is I wish I was disciplined enough to stop. I wish I was disciplined enough to stop at 5 o'clock, give myself that time and energy to rest, to go out with friends, to watch a TV show, whatever it is that your little heart desires, go to the gym, get a workout, whatever it is. I wish I would have done that. Because it ultimately, you live a life, like it's kind of what you need to do, right? So give yourself the boundaries and respect your boundaries. Start at a certain time and make sure you finish at a proper time. A thing that I've found that has really helped me with my business is tracking my hours. I use an app called Toggle. And this app helps me with everything. I have it on my desktop and I just track all the work that I do. And I really ultimately see how many hours a day I actually spend on work and on what tasks, which then helps me basically justify when I need to hire someone new. If I'm spending the hours in my business it's actually making money, or I'm spending hours doing things that I don't necessarily need to be doing, right? Ultimately, the most important thing that you guys should remember is that the to-do list never ends and that the work will be there tomorrow. So stopping at a good time, giving yourself that time and space and that mental and physical energy to go do whatever your little heart's desire is more important than burning yourself out. So it is what it is. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you for today. If you love this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me in the comments below if you love this, if you have any burnout tips or any hustle tips to stop the hustle game, right? Like, what do you do to stop that? Drop below. And if you like this video, let me know in the comments below too. I love doing this and I want to do more of these. I enjoy talking to you guys about all the things entrepreneur. But until next time, you'll see me here in Miami. Don't worry, I didn't move here, just here on vacation. But I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.